Hello, my name is Steve, and I'm going to demonstrate how to install the 2019 data file for Apba for Windows, Baseball for Windows. I'm also going to demonstrate how to download the lineup files from the Automatic Transaction Manager for Baseball for Windows groups.io page. And I'm also going to demonstrate how to load the card images into the BallScore program. So here's where I downloaded the file to. I'd ordered this morning around 9 o'clock a.m. and received the email with the file in it a few minutes after 11 a.m. So it took about 2 hours, and I was pleased because I know before the pandemic the company was generally closed on Friday mornings, but I think with the pandemic they've had an increase of orders, so they have been doing orders and working 5 days a week. So I thought that was pretty neat. And so anyway, like I say, it just took a couple hours for me to receive the files. So or the file, actually, it's a big zip file. So here's where I downloaded it to on my Google Drive, and here's the file. So I'm going to extract this, and I'm going to put this on my G drive, and I'm going to call this my 2019 Baseball for Windows. Okay, that's where I'm going to download it to. So extract it to there. There we go. And there's the files that it extracted. So now I'm going to open Baseball for Windows because that's the program they always recommend using to install your data disk. So I'm going to go here to the install data disk, go down here to G drive, go to 2019 Baseball for Windows. That is installable, so I'm going to begin install. And let's go down here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, professional baseball, and let's just, well, I have an affinity for a longest tradition baseball team, so, well, I don't want to, let me get out of this. Anyway, you can see that it installed. I'll pull up the data, the advanced draft, and I want to look at the Reds, see what they look like. So let's go down here to 2019 season, look up professional baseball, on here to the Reds, and there you go. I can look at this, and I like Joey Votto. Let's see what his card looks like. Yeah, that looks like he had a little bit of an off year. But we've got the 12 on 23, and he's got 3 zeros, got a 7 at 22, has 1, 2, 3, 4 14s. That's a little disappointing. Usually he does a little better than that, but he does have an extra 31 over here at 63. So he's got 2 31s. He has several 13s. I'm not real crazy about that. He's got a 24 at 41. His error number's a 20, and he's got a 41, but all first basemen get a 41, and then he's got a 37 for a rare play number. He's also got a 22 on 42, so that's interesting. Anyway, so there's that installed. So now I'm gonna, let me pull up browser here. Let's use Google. Yeah, there's my, okay, well, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay, I just need one of those. Okay, so let's go to groups.io and oh no, I gotta log in. Oh, I may be logged in, and maybe not. Let's see if hey, I remembered the password. What do you know? Let's save that. Okay, so let's go over here to the ATM manager and let's go to files. We're going to go to the 19 or the 20. Here we go. Okay, so this downloads over here to my. Okay, so I'm going to extract that, and that brings that over here to this. Okay, so let's browse here, and I want to go to Dropbox. Data game is my, and then rosters. I may have already downloaded this. I'm not totally sure. Okay. Oh, that's the folder I want to select. So let's extract everything. Yeah, it looks like I have downloaded everything. Okay, so that put all the roster files in there. Okay, and that's got the lineup files and the files to use with automatic transaction manager, but I typically don't use that. So let's also go to let's go to retro sheet. Okay, here's retro. Yeah, it always works better when you have people that know how to type. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we want to go to data downloads, play-by-play files. I want to get the 2019, and that's also, okay, let's show that in folder. That's right there. Okay, and that's got all those files, which I do not need. So I'm going to put those in the download folder because I can erase those, as you see right there. I'm just going to extract that to there. It's going to show me where it put them. Okay, so I'm going to take all these and I'm going to click on my control button. Then I'm going to click on my shift button and go up here to, that's the American League All-Star. Okay, well, let's go back down here. Okay, I don't think I need that Teams 19 file. And I'm going to move those over to my Dropbox folder, if I can find it. Let's see here. Is that in here? Yeah, Dropbox. There we go. Data game, rosters, and 2019. That'll be moved those to there, and that may copy over those other. Yeah, it's going to copy those over, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. I can close that. Now I want to open BallScore. Here we go. Now, oh, that is interesting. Oh, I must have, did I open two of those? No. Okay. I'm gonna close that and let's go to my roster page here. It's putting all this on my other screen. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to load the roster from the 2019 and say I want to load the again let's load the Braves, and that has everybody on their roster that played for them last year, so it doesn't show me a number there. So if I was just going to load lineups, I would go to tabletop functions and it would ask for the Luff's roster file, which, as you recall, I downloaded to the 2019 directory. I load that, and then I go over here and I pick Atlanta Braves, and then it's going to ask me to save it again, so I'm going to go back down here and I'm going to put it back on the Atlanta, save it under the Atlanta. That already exists. I'm going to copy over that. Now when I go over here, it'll say load lineup, and when I do that, I've got the lineups for the year. So sometimes it has little gaps in there. I'm not real sure why it does that. But say I was going to load opening day lineup. Okay, so there's the opening day lineup for the Braves, and if I recall, most of those guys are with them all season. I know Inciarte was hurt for a while. Markakis was hurt for a while. I believe he came back for the playoffs. Okay, so now let me pull this directory back down here. Now the files I'm looking for here are the Trex files, and that's this one and this one. I don't think I need those other files. I'm not sure. So I could always go back up here and load let me go to my Dropbox. I know it takes it a while to sort because that's an online okay, data game, rosters, and let's see what I did in 2018. Okay, I load, so it looks like I copied most of those files. Yeah, I've got the year, the xstat, those two, and then down here. So it looks like I copied pretty much all those files over to my roster file. So let's go back over here. Let's select all. Now I know I don't need, I'm pressing the control key here. I know I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, I don't believe. Don't think I need that one. Okay, so let's copy all these to the roster file, which is, that's under my Dropbox and then under 2019. So I'm going to copy all that. And Okay, it looks like that probably did it. So let's go back up here and go back to my 2019 Dropbox rosters. And all those files were dated 12/16. So I've got all those in there. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to tabletop functions. I'm going to load the tricks. Let's see here. Let's load Trex rosters. And I'm loading Atlanta. Okay. So now I'm going to save that. Under here. Copying over that. Okay. Now let's see. That may be all I need to do. Let's load a... Okay, so that got rid of my... So I did these out of order. You need to do the Trex first and then do the left files. So let's go down here. There's the Braves. Load that. And then I'm going to save that for Atlanta. Okay. Now, I'm going to load the lineup. Okay. And looks like everybody's there. So I am going to change the team name to Atlanta. You know what? Let's put the year in front. 2001-9 Atlanta Braves. Okay, so I'm going to save the roster, save the lineup, and okay, I'm going to go here, and it's asking me. I feel good about that. So now let's go to the other team, and I believe they played the Phillies last year. So this one I'm hopefully going to do correctly. Let's load roster. So, Philadelphia. Tabletop functions. I'm going to load the Trex roster. And let's find Philadelphia on here. Okay. And it's going to want to save that. There's Philadelphia. Going to replace that. Then we're going to import the lineups on the current roster. I may have done that incorrectly last time, so this will be a learning experience for everybody. So we got that going for us. Let's see, Philadelphia Phillies. Okay. Do that. Now we're going to go load lineup. Yeah, this is missing some players here and there because they probably had some. What I do when this happens, well, this will be a good learning opportunity. Let me go back up here to. Okay, let's go to retro. Let's click on Phillies. And that's their last season. Okay. So they opened the season against Atlanta. Letting all this stuff load usually fouls me up a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, they were at home. That's what I was thinking. Okay. So we have Andrew McCutchen, who I know they traded at some point during the year. So, no, they didn't. They didn't trade him. He got hurt. Okay. So who played center field for him? Center field was Odubel Herrera. So in this spot, okay, so let's go back here and let's go back to tabletop functions. I want to import a carded player to the current roster. So I'm going to click on the data file, I believe. Yes, that was a Duval Herrera. Scroll down here. Let's see, H-E-R-R. I know my alphabet a little bit. Okay, so let's add him to roster. Okay. So let me load this lineup again. Okay, and then I can put Herrera in here, center field. Okay, we got 9 guys there. Let's save roster. Let's save file. Save lineup. Okay. And that brings this other screen to pop up over here. Location. That's kind of inconsequential, but I always put surface because that's what I'm using to do this. And let's see, view game cards. Okay, let's see if this will work. Let me go up here with that and just put refresh. Okay, that's got McCutcheon. Okay, and I don't need the blue dye because I'm using Apba, and Apba does not use the blue dye. Okay, so as you see, when I go through and play the game, it loads the cards here, and this has I don't know if it has all of the data, but it's got most of it. Newcomb was a 7, which is a C starter, and he's a 13, which is a B reliever, and then he's got the Y control rating for striking a lot of people out. He's a 1 on defense. Speed's a 5. He's a J2. It doesn't have all the other ratings in here, I don't think. But since we're both kind of refreshing our memory with this together, let's go back over here, and on the tabletop functions, card data to current player. I don't think I want to do that, to tell you the truth, because I think that's got about everything we need. So anyway, that's one way to do it. There may be different ways to do it. Obviously, I need to load the lineup again. So that's same lineup. And when I hit refresh, that should still work. Okay, so as you can see, as I go through this, it looks like it doesn't have all of the master game symbols, but it does have some of the master game symbols. You know, bats left, throws left, his arm rating, his speed rating, defensive rating, his J rating. I don't play master, I just play basic, so this is what I have. And I could go through and play the game, and I forgot to change the name of the Phillies. I can go ahead and do that up here. Just click there and click team, change team name, and this little box pops up, and I'm going to go 2019 Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, so anyway, that's how you do that. Like I say, as you go through and play here, and it clicks through all the guys and shows their card numbers and everything, and then at the end of the inning, go through here. So as usual, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll get to them usually in a day or two. That's really all I had, so I think I covered everything I intended to cover. So if you have any questions, like I say, drop me a note if you know how to get in contact with me in another manner. Just feel free to do that. But thanks a lot and have a good day. And if you like it, subscribe. And if you really like it, hit the bell button and get the notifications when I post a new video. Thank you.